Control Shift 5.
No, command. Shift command. It's recording.
You sure?
It's already recording.
Left camera. My left.
My left. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 248. We are back in the office in this amazingly boring environment that you've seen 500 million times before. But today, we've got something a little interesting. We're digging a little deeper, if you will. This isn't necessarily for first-time buyers, although they may very well get the most value out of this, but it's for buyers in general. Today's title is why a $1 million house actually costs you $1,746,080.21. The reality is coming down. Okay, so a lot of people are about to get swept up in the market. Like it was before, you're gonna get fear missing out. You're gonna miss something, multiple offers. The next thing to sell that you miss is the new benchmark and it's higher. Now you're dealing with that comparable. The market is gonna keep strengthening and the inventory is going to stay tight, in my opinion, and rates are not coming down in the short term. And as crazy as it may be, things are going to continue to heat up and keep on rolling, and you're either going to jump onto the train or you're just going to miss it. We've talked about it before for years. So I bring this today not to detour you away from real estate as an investment or getting out of that rental and purchasing your first home, because clearly I believe in the real estate market, believe in real estate as an asset class, and believe that you need to be involved, never to overextend, but always be involved. So today we go into the true cost of what this looks like, which not a lot of people actually know. I don't know if ignorance is bliss. I don't know if you just don't pay attention because you don't know what to look for. The focus is never on what is this truly gonna cost over the lifetime. Of course, we match properties to monthly payments and we jump in. What can we afford? What are we looking for? Do those things blend? And then we go. So usually in all levels, from 500,000 to 5 million, people are shopping on affordability. What are my needs? What's the market gonna provide me based on those needs, which are size, bedroom count, location, house or condo or townhouse or duplex, yada, yada, yada. So today, I've got this technology on our side today. Today we're gonna look at a baseline purchase of $1 million. We are going to look at a baseline deposit of 200,000. So today I'm just gonna breeze through. We got a condo and a house example. This is the condo example, downtown Vancouver in the Crosstown neighborhood, unit 2107 at 550 Taylor Street, The Taylor. Built in 2003, this condo is $999,000. We're gonna quickly flip through here. This isn't overly important, but this is a 3-bed, 885 square foot original unit with view to the north and the east. Look at that water view there. That's enough of that. 999, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1 parking. That's what you're looking at for $1 million downtown. And then we can scamper on out to Central Port Coquitlam, where the closest, other than, I think there was stuff in Richmond, but we went east, houses. So here you've got an 1,146 square foot house, 4-bed, 1-bath. Let's filter through. Recently renovated, 2015, on a 4,026 square foot lot. So either downtown or within 35 minutes of downtown, you've got the option of a house or a condo for $1 million. So that's what we're looking at today. You make the choice. Do you want to grow up those kids in a condo? Do you want to grow them up in a house? Do you want to be downtown? Do you want to get out and do the valley thing? Now, costs, income. Point number 1. The purchase is $1 million. The down payment is 20%. That's $200,000 after personal income tax bracket dollars for your down payment or deposit. Those are the same thing. Some people get them mixed up. Now, Actually, the first cost we're going to go to is property transfer tax. On $1 million, property transfer tax is $18,000 directly to the government, just for the luxury of being able to pay property tax on that home for the duration of ownership, and a little roof over your head. So property transfer tax, $18,000. Your notary fee to get it done, $900. GST is not applicable if it's a used product, which both of these examples are. And of course, as a buyer's agent, my services as your realtor is free. So goddamn generous. Now, that being said, we're going to start with the cost of deposit. So the $200,000 down. Most people, 9 out of 10, are going to purchase the home in their personal name because that exempts them currently still for capital gains tax when they inevitably sell. So they use their personal income to purchase the home, of course. So we're going to take an average personal income of $150,000. Your income tax bracket, actually we're going to use this is why we've got the screen save right here, TurboTax. Oh god damn it, this is not supposed to be up already. Anyway, $150,000 taxes you $40,641. that's the tax on 150. So 150 income, 40,641 in income tax. That's 27 cents on the dollar, as we can see over here. Leaves you with 104,906 after-tax dollars. Let's say you are frugal enough to save 50% of that. Now, there's going to be a few caveats here and assumptions. Let's say you make 150 every year for the next 4 years, and let's say that the tax bracket does not change. Obviously, these are flexible. You save 50% of your income for the next 4 years. You now have $209,812 for your down payment. That $209,000 costs you $56,649.24 in tax, okay? So this is earned $266,000 to get $209,000 in after-tax money. Does that make sense? Al? He has nodded yes. So, first cost, okay? We now have our $200,000, 20% a down payment. Now the big one, cost of mortgage, quote, show chart. Okay, now it gets good. So, $800,000 mortgage. I'm going to go to my trusted RBC mortgage calculator. I've been using this since day one, and it's still my favorite. Mortgage amount, 800, calculate. It thinks, and it spits the details. Now, on an $800,000 loan for 25-year amortization, with a 5-year term at 5.54% interest, which is something similar to what you will get today, your monthly payment is $49,0178. So what we usually do is say $1 million is $49,01 a month. I can afford that. And now what piece of real estate can I get to reflect the $1 million purchase price to enable me to afford the $4,900 a month fee and live happily ever after? Now, the next cost here is interest. So as we probably or hopefully or should know, this monthly payment is a blended payment of principal payback and interest. That is how the bank makes their billions of dollars a year. Now, you've broken the mortgage down over 25 years, but in Canada, typical terms are 5 years. So you've got a 5-year commitment. Your numbers are amortized over the full 25 years, but we cut it up into 5-year blocks to make life a little bit easier. At the end of 5 years, you've got to refinance the property, and at that time, or reterm your mortgage, whatever you want to call it. At that time, what's the rate? Let's do another 5 years, fixed rate again. In this example though, again, we are going to assume that you are going to buy this house and stay in it for 25 years. Something that I would do. All these young Thundercats jumping around, popping every damn year into a new property. We're not talking about that. So if you're doing that, you probably don't care because you're not thinking the full term. But if you're I'd like to call myself an old soul, Al. You're looking at it the old way. We're just gonna get in, we're gonna nestle down, and we're not leaving. The wife might make us do an extensively over-renovating project in the next couple years, but that's between me and her. But we're not leaving. So 25 years, I'm expected to stay. And let's assume that the rate doesn't change, which is of course not realistic, but for simplicity, we're going to leave the rate 5.5% fixed for the whole time. So we've borrowed $800,000. That comes to $4,901 a month. Now we go out, we buy our $1 million property, we pay all the tax to get that down payment money there. We pay the property transfer tax. We don't pay GST on the purchase because it's not brand new or substantially renovated already. We don't pay our realtor because the seller pays our buyer's agents here in beautiful British Columbia. And now we take our mortgage at $4,900 a month. We are off to the races, as they would say. Now, when you go into this mortgage calculator, the points we're gonna look at here, we're recording screen so you can see my cursor over here and right here. These two numbers, okay? Interest costs for the term, $208,000. That's the first 5-year term that we're about to enter. Total interest costs, $670,530.97. Now, this is something that no one looks at. We'll say 10% of people look at it, because I don't know. But most people I talk to, it's the number, it's gonna cost, and it's the purchase price of the home, and that's it. So, not that again, this is a deterrent, but I need you to know what the hell you're signing up for, because the numbers get pretty big when we stretch them out. You go 25 years, this is what it looks like. If we went 30-year amortization, that number would be higher, but our monthly will be smaller. So what most people do is stretch it out as far as they can. So the monthly is smaller, enabling us to afford, again, a larger purchase price. Thinking short term, not long term. But today we're thinking long term, and today we're jumping into the charts. Now, this circumstance, again, 25 years. We go on here, you can see my cursor, view chart, and we go to amortization table, we're gonna go annual. So what do we see here? Principal outstanding, $800. We've borrowed $800,000. Our payments are fixed, so it's the same every year. $58,821.36. That is blended principal and interest payback. As you can see here with the interest amount and the principal amount, as we move down, the interest amount gets smaller every year. These are total interest paid for the year. And the principal amount gets bigger. So it's a sliding scale. The bank gets the most money back for your front end payments, and your principal gets the most money back at your back end payments. So as you pay, there's arguably motivation to continue with this same home because you're just paying off more principal at the end of this term as opposed to the front end. So the interesting part about this, I'm looking too much down here and not enough up here at you, is that these numbers on the interest is what we're talking about that add up over that 25 years. You can see here, now we're down to $57,000 in principal payment and $1,700 only on that last year of interest payment. That total column is what adds up to the $670,000. So, in conclusion, you've got your deposit, $200,000. You've got your income tax for that deposit paid, $56,649. Property transfer tax, as we know, $18,000. Notary, $900. Realtor, free. Your house mortgage, the amount that you borrowed, $800,000. And the amount of amortization interest over the full 25 years is $670,530.97. Okay? Bringing that mortgage alone, you're getting $800,000 and you're paying back $1.47 million. Okay? That's the big one. So, collective amount here, deposit, tax on deposit, property transfer tax, notary, mortgage interest, $1.7 million $46,080. Not what you'd expect, I don't think. Let's take that one layer further. Property tax, can't forget that. You don't pay that, you're out. Rough average on here, we're looking at $3,500 a year over 25 years, $88,250. Utilities on top of that, $800 a year over 25 years, another $20,000. That brings our total to $1.853 million. And then of course you need hydro, 25 years, $48,000. Fortis, 25 years, $34,000. You can't have a house without heat and cooling, electricity, naturally. So our grand total over 25 years before my wife's renovation, any repairs or any upkeep, is $1,937,041 for that cute little condo or that cute little house. Now, we need a roof over our head, obviously. But can we sell for higher than $1.937 million? Don't forget realtor fees on that side, because we will charge you on the sale in 25 years. I think that's a safe bet, but the limelight, the overhead light on what exactly this whole thing costs is what's important today. And that is what I hope you have learned today. Not that I'm bashing the purchase of real estate. I'm here to bring clarity and fun. Do fun music right now. Fun to the process. So if you have any other questions on this or comments, please write below. How long is that? The last one was 15 too. We've broken even, still too long, but I'm gonna cut it there. I hope that's brought some clarity to the process for you today. Thank you for following, thank you for watching, and I will see you in a week.